Had anybody, right, that was scared to deal with y'all because of the Gillie situation. That didn't want to come sit with y'all because they might mess up a relationship with Gillie and Wallo.
I think so.
It's definitely so. We just don't know.
Nah.
They're not gonna say it.
Nah, I'm not. So I won't put. I'm not gonna put the person out there because they be like, "Damn, Dev." But literally, so my birthday just passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years ago on my birthday is when all of that stuff took place, right? I thought it was over. Like, oh no, this shit is real. Like, I'm done, I'm blackballed. You know, and he was like, nah, you know, me and him got a rapport. I can't do it.
Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.
Had anybody, right, that was scared to deal with y'all because of the Gillie situation. That didn't want to come sit with y'all because they might mess up a relationship with Gillie and Wallo.
I think so.
It's definitely so. We just don't know.
They're not gonna say it.
Nah, I'm not. So I won't put. I'm not gonna put the person out there because they be like, "Damn, Dev." But literally, so my birthday just passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years ago on my birthday is when all of that stuff took place, right?
Yeah.
It was on purpose. It was done on my birthday, right? And later on that day, my partner Don Michael Jr. he downstairs running the session, and he's like, yo, such and such is down here. Somebody, you know, prominent person.
Mm-hmm.
And I came down the steps or whatever, and I met them, and they was like, what's up, Dad? We talking and everything. And I said something about working with them. And it was the first time ever in my life, because I know I do got a certain talent level. People are usually like, yeah, I want to work with you. They know in some regard I could utilize this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That he said, nah, I can't. And I was like,
Damn.
I thought it was over. Like, whoa, no, this shit is real. Like, I'm done, I'm blackballed. You know, and he was like, nah, you know, me and him got a rapport. I can't do it. But fast forward, it only was like 3 months later.
Okay.
That person came calling.
Yeah,
Dev, I want you to be I want you to produce my material. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Because once people start seeing what you really do, that you have a certain value, no matter what, dog, that phone gonna ring, bro, and ring crazy. I have to pick what I'm gonna do, and it's hard to choose sometimes because so many things seem like great opportunities, and it's like I can only do so much.
I just hope people not doing that, and people, if you are, you can stop. And the reason why I tell you can stop is because none of our people are doing it. All my people still support Gillie and Wallo.
Yeah.
Like niggas, you know, niggas ain't on that. And I'm not the petty nigga that's going, because I get DMs from, you know, motivational speeches that come from like they page, but it's coming from, you know, and it's coming from like one of my homies that like the motivational clip, that like the speech, and they sending it to me. I'm not snapping on them niggas like, yo, stop sending me this shit, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't be tripping, bro. Like we in a new place, you know what I mean? Dev, you know, I can't speak for Dev, you know what I mean? That was Dev thing, but Dev, as far as we did and what we doing, it don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You know, we move forward on the whole new
people just got to
joint.
understand, when you in production and when you do like design work and things like that, the things that you do aren't always going to be publicized. You know what I mean? That's your gig. That's your bread and butter. Yeah. So no matter what, I'm always going to make money. I'm always going to have a job, a contract, or something coming through, because people need people that know how to like build or create something, right? So whether it's this mic arm, this microphone, the camera that's recording me, the couch that y'all sitting on, the computer, there's not one thing that you have or could hold that's manufactured that don't got to be drawn first. And there's special people on the earth, and I thank God for making me one of those people that know how to grab a pencil and can draw it from top to bottom. How it's going to work, how it's going to fold together, how the measurements, everything.
I tell him all the time, like, you know, now that we done hit this NFT shit, this NFT new world that we in, right? With all this different shit. You know, I tell him all the time, I send him mad shit. That's why yesterday on his birthday, I posted a picture, you know, and I said, young living legend.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, to some, you know, to the average person, a lot of people, they look at some shit like that and be like, "Yo, you riding his dick," right? Because that's where we come from. A lot of weird negative shit. But I meant that, you know, and I meant it because I be in the car with him. We're riding around. We go eat at different places, and Dad be like, "Yo, I drew these logos for these companies. Oh, that's my logo right there. I made that. We'll go down the street. There's another motherfucking hair salon." He be like, "I made that."
If you ride, we could ride on the bridge and it'd be like that. You know, that thing you see on the Ben Franklin, I made that. You know what I'm saying? So the podcasting is a different outlet, as an outlet for you to have conversations about your life, and then work might spill into it.
So the people who don't know, share with our audience briefly, what was your role on the show that you came from?
Yeah.
And go through it for us. If you
so
can.
It's the same thing here. So in the beginning, you know, in the beginning of the process of everything, I already knew those gentlemen for, well, I knew one of the gentlemen for over a decade. You know what I mean? But I built a podcast facility because I was already in that space. You know what I'm saying? So I had a whole production facility. And at one point they came through to do some photography type stuff. And upon that, they saw what I was into with the radio portion and asked would I be able to produce a show for them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I definitely could. Went through the whole set building process, design, cartoon, drawing, and all that type of stuff. And we just put together a joint, and I brought in, you know, my peoples that did camera work for me, brought him into the fold, and then we just created the show, but we did it in like a short form. You know, you go and you shoot a 5-minute episode or whatever. And then after that, it was like, yo, this is a go. And then we jumped in and started doing our thing, dropping the episodes every week. So it was all collaborative. You know, everybody that was involved would throw out their ideas and what should we talk about? What should we do? You know, so for me, I never look at it like that's just something I did. It's like Porta Rich said, you play a role, and we all played a role. You know what I'm saying? And now it just feels good to be able to do that in a space with, you know, my real peoples, my people that I hang with for real outside of the Jones. So it's a different love type situation. No
people that
egos,
appreciate the nigga, man. Like it was just, to me, it was, you know, and not that like just to rehash nothing, but it is what it is.
Just know we're answering the question because it was asked. Like niggas don't give a fuck.
But at the end of the day, things be what they be, right? Things be what they be. And again, I said that, you know, the other day when I was talking on our podcast, like I don't like to talk about certain negative stuff, but certain stuff happens and people do things. And when you do something and it's wrong, and I speak on it, you gotta eat that. You gotta kind of like lay in that bed. I ain't tripping about nobody coming back. I'm speaking on it because it's wrong from the first motherfucking time. If anything, you need to learn something from it. I'm telling you, the fuck is wrong. So if you think this wrong, then the fuck. Like
this is the craziest part about it, right? The reason why I don't trip, right? Now in the beginning, you tripping. No. In the beginning, you like, what the fuck I'm about to, you know what I mean? But because people aren't stupid, the general audience can have what I would call fits of stupidity. They stupid for moments, right? But people that are in the business that understand how all of this stuff works, they know there's other people involved in the production besides the two people. So if you watch Martin Lawrence and Will Smith and they're in a movie, you know that there's a whole bunch of people that made that movie happen, that it wasn't just Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. You know there's a director, right? You know there's a producer, right? So those things actually made my phone ring with people in power that say, yo, I saw that shit. Wow. We got you. We got this for you. We got you. We fuck with your work. Let's do this. So all those kind of calls and opportunities come, and it's situations where you don't even got to fight for an audience. You get government jobs doing this where the check is coming no matter what. So what people don't understand is that's the beauty of it, is if you just do the right shit and you keep your work solid, because they could see, even if your numbers is low, to respect, like in the realm of a motherfucking podcast is doing 2 million views. Yeah. You don't know who's watching your content. It only take one person with that got the power to put you in a certain situation to be watching that shit. You could be a nigga with 200 views, And that one person see that shit and say, oh, this motherfucker's good.
Yeah.
That's going to get you your shot, get you your check, get you your bag.
God don't make no mistakes, man. You know, shout out to Conway. He just dropped that new project. God don't make no mistakes. I like that saying, right? And I just felt like Dad was highly, like, you know, unappreciated. The way it was painted, he was unappreciated. You understand what I'm saying? And everything happens for a reason, you know. And me and Dev, you know, we talk about things. We have a different view on something. We get it right. We like men. We sit down and we get it right. But the last thing I would ever want to lose, for real, is a friendships like Dev's. You know,
I'll lose this podcast before I lose my people.
He a solid nigga, right? He a solid nigga. He a good friend, first and foremost, because that's the important shit. It ain't about what people could do for you. But at the end of the day, when you do have a friend who got all these motherfucking gifts and talents, right? It's like, me personally, I would never try to mistreat. I don't mistreat my regular friends who don't got shit they could do for me. You know what I mean? So it ain't just about that. But I'm just saying, when you do got a friend, I mean, you cherish it, bro. You give people, like you say, you give people their flowers.
You know,
people got talent.
You know what's crazy?
Cherish it.
What's wild is almost like a shift, right? Mm-hmm. So for years, you know, I design for people and stuff like that. Now I understand some people got brands. They're not going to let them know they paid you. First off, they paid you. If they paid you and you design something for them, you're doing it in the background. If you wrote a verse for somebody, you ghostwriting. You know, that's your job. But sometimes you'll collab on stuff with people and they'll kind of want to hide you in the background, right? And I've went through that with people that still to this day are my friends. I fuck with them. Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about they call me, I'm there. I understand the mindset of they kind of needed that light to be on them. But since this happened, I've had way more people that was not only willing to say, yo, come work with this, but say, we giving you all the credit you supposed to get.
That's what's up.
And you know, we talked about niggas like Omi and the Hellcat earlier. Omi and the Hellcat overly make sure niggas know, oh, Dev designed those, Dev designed this.
It's on the box.
Yo, word, like, no, no, this is for real, because that's important, because there's a lot of people that might be watching this that are the behind the scenes person, and you could get left behind, because guess what? That on-screen talent, they look at it like, we can always swap you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a sound man, cameraman, button pushing nigga. To us, I'm a star, nigga. Right? That's how it would be. It don't matter who, if it's a celebrity, look at it like, man, I could get a new manager. You know how many managers got their artists to a deal and then got snipped?
Yeah.
I hear all the, Dev, I was doing this, I went and got this nigga a deal, and then he went and grabbed his homie that came home from jail and put him in my place. This is real, like, this real shit. So what I'm saying is,
nigga from jail fucked up the whole shit too. They'll tell you
no, it's real.
So
So what's crazy is, you know, when you do run into people that's now like, no, nigga, we gonna put your name on everything you do. So you gonna get your fair coin, and we gonna give you your credits. And then that leads to you getting more shit. See, sometimes the reason why they don't want your name to be there is because they need you to need them forever. Yeah. See, if I never bring you to the production people that's higher up, and they don't know you, you'll never have another production job. If I never bring you to these people, you'll never have another design job. You'll never have an option. Once I'm done with you, you'll never be able to go and work over there. It's too late now. Everybody know I know how to design this, design that, do this sound, build a set. So no matter what now, you gonna get that call. You feel me?
Yeah. Great minds. We got Devin Wade Show on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Y'all go ahead and hit that 5-star rating, hit that like button. Make a comment, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you're feeling about this episode right now, man. Definitely an honor to have y'all on the motherfucking show.
Yeah, listen, we happy to be here.
I see y'all looking at y'all. We don't got waitresses and shit.
See, listen, they didn't tell us we could have brought nasty girls that, you know, to bring the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You can't have nasty girls. Our wives are too close to the goddamn studio.
Oh, okay. All right.
Y'all can bring your own.
Now, that's why we be having to double check with our guests. When they come on our show, we gotta check a few things. Like, yo,
no, we do.
Throwing money.
Yeah.
Throw money on some asses. If we do that, it's like a ritual.
Yeah.
Some dudes be like,
not a ritual.
Some dudes be like,
it is.
They be like, Dad, we'll watch, but
Yeah, and it's
I don't
crazy
even
too.
wanna-
Most of our, just like you know, when we talked about the perception of TV, our show is so like family oriented that even most of the time the girls you see twerking and all that, they not even strippers. They not even dancers.
No.
You'll see like Sin City. That was Chelsea Lee, you know, the girl that was DJing on our show. Shout out to Chelsea Lee too.
Shout out to
You know
her.
what I'm saying? That's her sister. So a lot of this, like I said, we put it together on a call. Boom, let's get together. Who's some interested people? Let's come in here and do this pod. And people just played their role and was cool with it. And now you see like Monica Mulatto also talking on the Talk Heavy podcast because we building this network.
And she's
You know
on
what
the
I'm
come
saying?
up. She's funny as shit.
Yeah.
She's funny as
That was the lady, she was over there when we was over there, right?
Monica.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
she was on that, but now she talk on the mic too. So we show like multi sides, you know, with people. If they think, oh, this person just standing, but nah, everybody got little things that they know how to do and that they into, and everybody cool with like playing a role and shit. You know, one day we're gonna do a swap show. Wally gonna be a nasty girl, Porta Rich might be me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be Porta. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just jump in different positions and see how that shit, you know what I mean, pop off. They've been asking, they want to see Wally.
they've been wanting.
They want Wally and some with the cheeks out.
It's nothing since the lingerie episode.
Yeah, we had like
Yeah, they craving for that very heavily.
Yeah, they've been asking for it heavy. They like, listen, we want to see her as a nasty girl.
One day.
One of them parties, nigga. God damn, y'all do all this fun shit over there.
Yeah,
we
got.
When hopefully this shit, you know, if all this goofy shit clear, man, we trying to come outside and touch the people.
Yeah.
We want to come outside and touch the people. We want to come, you know, maybe we could collab and do something outside up here. You know what I mean? So we could just move around. But we want to touch the people, bro, because, you know, same thing with what y'all do. It's just real conversation, real people talking about real everyday shit that a lot of people love, especially when it comes to like music, hip hop, and we want to really touch it when we talking. Just come off the stage, hey man, listen, what the fuck is up?
One thing with us,
love,
like
man.
we like, man, we grateful for everybody, man. That you know, I still be like, damn, this many people tuned in to watch us talk about whatever we talking about, man. You know, and we know at the end of the day, it's just us giving our opinions on stuff, and we do share. We tell our deepest,
Listen,
darkest.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be looking back at certain episodes. I'll be like, damn, I shared it because I'm very private. Like outside of before the podcast, I was very private. So me being this person on this show and really being vulnerable and transparent is like way outside.
Yeah, me like, okay.
Yeah, like I'll share some stories that I was just like. But you know, like women, they want to know honesty, right? They want to know, like, damn, yo, I've been through that too. So just knowing, like, you ain't the only one out there. You know, we all going through the same shit.
And we get messages, man, and those messages be like deep sometimes. When you find out what you doing is actually bigger than what you thought. You know, I recently got hit. Not even recently, today, you know, I got a message and somebody told me like they went through something where like their brother died or whatever the case may be. And they was like, for real, that Devin Wade show and Talk Heavy podcast was what got me through. Like, where it's like, I'm still laughing at wild shit, even though I'm going through this crazy like depression and everything like that. And when you give yourself, you know, if every show is on average an hour, sometimes longer, right? And you telling all these stories about yourself, the people feel like they know you because they kind of do.
Yeah, give them to them.
They kind of do. Yeah. They start knowing what your mom name might be. Well, you know, who was this in your life? This person, whoever your school bully was. They start knowing every single thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope when, you know, somebody that's a fan of the show actually gets to walk, you know, into our facility and they see shit and and to them, these things are like relics. Yeah. Like, it's the wheel. Oh my God, I just touched that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, trust me, we not looking at that shit just being like, yeah, nigga. No. I'm so happy that people actually give a fuck.
It makes me uncomfortable sometimes.
Do it?
When people be like, "Oh my God, is you like at
last
your
night, it was like, oh my God, it's Welescad.
I don't. That stuff just makes me. Like, just say hi, what's up? I'll show love. I'm always like, it's just like I get like.
At the mall, they ran down on us.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the dude was like, I need the pic. He was like, but I'm sorry, Wally. He had a wife.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm sorry.
He probably he probably be saying stuff about Wally in the house, so he know I can't take the picture with Wally. I just need to take this picture with Porta and Dev. But it is dope when we go out. We have meetings. We go out to eat, and then them eyes is looking at something. Somebody spin around and like me and my wife just watch y'all all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but this the thing that's crazy. We talking business.
Yeah.
Right.
We talking about money. We splitting, we doing
out.
percentages. We doing that. Right. And you don't realize there's somebody that close ear hustling to everything. They hearing all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate the shit out of it, man. We love it, man.
We appreciate y'all, man. Definitely the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for y'all hospitality.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Y'all share a little bit of y'all story.
Fuck with this, man.
Yes, absolutely.
That barbecue chicken pizza.
That shit was good, bro. That shit was good.
I had vegan wings over there, but I ate them all myself. I'm sorry. I hope anybody knows vegan.
Nah.
So how a nigga gonna tell you about some wings that he had?
They already had. He said I had some vegan wings.
It's like this nigga. He was like, yo, I had this, but not since y'all got here. Listen, mine's is just at Devin Wade, and make sure for the show that you go to at the Devin Wade Show.
Yeah,
mine's is at Welescad D. That's a capital D. Right. Push that follow button.
Yeah. Mine's is at Porta Rich. Real easy. And listen, it's not Rich Porter. Rest in peace to the Harlem legend.
R.I.P. Yes.
It's not Rich Porter, and it's not Porter Rich.
It's not.
It's Porta, Porta.
Yeah.
R-I-C-H. And if you want, you could shorten it. You could just do Porter, or you could just do Rich. Porta Rich, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. Yes, indeed, we out of here. Sam and Brown Hip Hop News. Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together we the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Salute.